Okay, happy Thursday. This is Mr. Baker, and we are going to quickly talk about the homework review stations from yesterday. And then you're going to be working on a test review. The answer key for that test review will be on Canvas for you. So your job is to check through that and make sure you understand the concepts. There will be a review session Friday morning at 8:30 a.m. Meet at door number 1, just right outside the front office, and I will meet you there. And any student is welcome, whether you're in Mr. Sandlin's class or Mrs. Clark's class or Mr. Bainey's class. You're welcome to attend with me, and we will just prepare for the test. Also, your IXL is due this Friday, so you want to get working on that as well, which will help prepare you for the test. So let's take a look at these review stations. Now, a couple of these are extra, so you did not have to do these LeBron basketball shoes. And what you really need to do is just look at the bottom. And so if you look at the bottom of every column, and if you have the right answer, or if you're just off by a couple pennies, then you know you did everything right above. If you didn't, then you need to check which area you messed up on. So most common thing I was seeing is students, there was the original price you were given. You found $120, and then you needed to subtract to get to approximately $280. And then you're going to find your tax. And what do we do with tax? We add the tax. Now, you could have done 107%, which would take you directly to the answer, which would have been a little bit faster. As we look at number 2, lots of students got thrown off by, we were missing W this time, which was our original. And then there was $24 off. And so that's how we get to the 136. You had to subtract. Once you have the 136, that's what you're finding tax on. You could have done 107% here. It would have taken you down to the answer, which is $145.52. Or you could do what we did here, and you could see that you have $9.52 in tax. This question, the Harley question, you could have found the sale price immediately. You didn't have to do any of this proportion in the middle to get to that sale price. However, the sale price was asked, or the question was asking you for what was the percent of discount. And so by working backwards, you were given the amount of discount. You can work backwards to figure out the 35%. And then you go from there to find your sale price. Once you have your sale price, once again, you're going to do the 7%. And if you're buying something for $14,400, you're going to be spending thousands of dollars in tax. And if you guys just think about 10%, just to give you guys an idea, 10% of $14,000 is $1,400. So 7% being $1,000 in tax makes sense, all right? So you're going to end up paying $15,499.22. Now, I told you if you read the directions here carefully, it said skip finding the amount of discount and use the shortcut. And so I did not do that in my answer key here. Some students, when they try to use the shortcut, they put 125% here. Well, that would be for a markup. This is a discount. So if it's 25%, you can't do that. And that would be, and logic should tell you that I'm not going to pay more for something when it's on sale. I should be paying less. And so if it's a 25% off sale, you get to take 25% off of the regular 100%, and so you would be getting 75, you're paying 75%. So if you would have done the shortcut, you should have used 75%. 75% would take you to the $1,086.75, and then you can find your tax from there. As you get to the back, we did not do this jewelry question. It was not one of the ones that you guys had, but you were doing commission. You should be able to do commission on yours, set up a nice pretty proportion. This one, it did say find the value. So this was an interest question. Remember, the 8% is the rate, and that needs to be written as a decimal. So if you forgot to change it to 0.08, you'd be incorrect. Most common semi-incorrect answer is $1,680 and putting that at the value. That's the interest, but you get the $1,000 that Grandma and Grandpa put in at the beginning. So this is the extra money after 21 years, and then you get the $1,000, so that's why you have $2,680 there. This one, the credit card question, and kind of trying to get you an idea of how not paying your bill can be a big deal. So you bought 3 items. You had to find that total. So you had to add them all up, and then you had to find the 7% sales tax, which is $118. So your grand total that you're going to swipe your credit card with was $1,807.23. You're getting 14% interest on that credit card, and you didn't pay for it for 3 years. So you're going to pay almost $800 in interest on that, and you would add that to find the balance, the overall balance, which is $2,566.26. All right, this is a percent of change. It was at negative 35, so the original was 35, and it went up to 24. That is a difference of 35 minus 24, which is 11, and you need to put the amount of change up there. If I'm trying to find the percent of change, I need to find the amount of change, and it would round to 31.4, and that was an increase in temperature. Next one was an interest question, and you are trying to find the principal this time. So you change the 7% to 0.07, 5 years, and the interest was $5,000. You work backwards. I would multiply these two to get the 3,500s, P, and then divide by 3,500s, which means the original price was $15,000. And if you think about it, you would also be adding, if I asked you what did you pay for the car in all, it would actually be $20,250 because you would add the interest. So that gets you an idea how bank makes money when they sell a car. All right, percent of markup. The original is a smaller amount, which is $40. Nike bought them for $40. They sell them to us for $150. So this is the percent of markup. This top number needs to be the amount of the markup. So the amount of the markup was actually $110, which means it was a 275% increase. If you accidentally used 150, you would have 375 and you would have forgotten. The Outback question, you are buying 2 chicken and ribs on the Barbie, so it said each. You had to pay attention to those details, but then you're buying 1 appetizer, so the grand total should have been $39.97. Then you're finding tax. The total with tax is this, and then your tip. They ended up estimating here, but your tip ends up being, to be exact, so if you did the right work, you should have had, let's see, $42.77, and a 15% tip would give you $6.42 for your tip on that one. All right, now your homework for today is assignment 100. Hooray, you guys have made it to 100. It's pretty amazing. This is your assignment. I want you to make sure, your teacher's going to hand this out to you, but I want you to notice this goes kind of in order. It tells you where to find your information. And so all of these kind of give you an idea of where to look in your green packet if you are confused on something. I would encourage you not necessarily to go in order, but to do the questions you may not understand. So if you didn't know percent of change, go to the percent of change questions and check your answer. If you struggle with the interest from yesterday, go do those interest questions and check your answers. There may also be a big ideas or a quizzes that's available for you to kind of use as practice in regards to preparing for your test, but you also have your IXLs that you need to be working on. But in particular, make sure you get this assignment done. Check your answers before you come to class tomorrow, and that way you know you're ready. If you're struggling at all, I would encourage you, if it's all possible, to come to school early and be dropped off at 8:30, and I will review with you at 8:30. So if you have any questions, your teacher will have the answer key, and like I said, don't necessarily go in order. Do the ones that you're not confident in, and that way you can practice things that you're needing assistance on, and the ones you know how to do, you can easily do at home. So have a great day, and if you have any questions,